I'm back. Big Wolf Taxi Cab TV, Fit for Life, Tow Truck TV, a little bit of everything. So right now I'm going to give you a 1 minute special, maybe 2 minutes. This is how to make $1 million in 365 days of the year. Now you may say, well, Big Wolf, is not possible. Everything's possible under the sun. Anything under the sun, over the sun, through the sun, by the sun, it's possible to make $1 million. But if you want more realistic goals, I'm gonna say how to make $1 million in 7 years. That's going from a job paying $10 an hour to multimillionaire, right? So first off, I need you to start saving your money. Let's say after tax time, you got $5,000 in the bank, you and your spouse's taxes. So now what I need you to do is save up an additional $10,000. So say at the end of the year, you have $15,000. Or say you already have $15,000. Say you have 20, but you need to start with $15,000, right? And this is what I want you to do. I want you to go in the roughest part of your town, and I want you to buy a crack house, a junk house, a dilapidated house, a dirty house, and whatever you call it. You buy it for $10,000 or less. You go to them. Sometimes they list it with real estate agents. Sometimes they're not. But go to the roughest side of town and you buy that house. Say you get it for. Say you luck up and you get it for $7,500. Now you have $7,500 to put into the house to fix. So then you look and you realize, hey, all this house needs is some paint and bomb it. I'm gonna bomb it to get all the bugs out. Set some rat traps. You paint it, you clean it up, you might add a new toilet, you might add some new kitchen cabinets. All of that can be done. You might need to patch the roof. Like I said, patch it. All that can be done for $7,500. I'm not telling you to go in there and renovate the whole house. That's not the point of this video. The point of this video is how to make $1 million in 7 years. So after you do that, you put a tenant in there. And you tell them, hey, rent is going to be $900 a month. I'm going to round it off and make it easy. Rent is $1,000 a month, because right now that's basically what everybody's paying for rent. It's $1,000 a month. This is 3-bedroom, 1-bath house, $1,000. So here again, that's year one. You have one rental property. Okay. So now what I want you to do is I want you to save up, you and your spouse, partner, whoever, save up an additional $15,000 plus the $12,000 that's going to come from the rental property. And let's say taxes was $1,000 and maintenance was $1,000. So you remove that. So now you left with $10,000 plus you have the 15. So that's $25,000 beginning year two. Now what I want you to do is either go buy a duplex in the roughest side of town or buy 2 crack houses for $7,500 a piece. And you say, well, Big Wolf, it's not possible. Well, maybe it's not possible in your town, but the town next to yours is possible. So go buy 2 of them. Do the same thing. And when you get off of work, like I said, Ecclesiastes said, sow your seed in the morning and in the evening, let not your hands be idle, because you don't know which one of them is going to benefit you, is going to profit you. So when you get off from your 9 to 5, say, well, I'm going to this house to fix it up, paint it, clean it. So now year 2, bam, you bought 2 of them. So now you're fixing those up. You're doing your work. You put two tenants or a tenant in each one of those houses. $1,000 a piece. That's $2,000. So at the end of year 2, beginning of year 2, however your money's set up. So now you have 3 houses bringing in $3,000 a month. So beginning of year 3, say for the whole year. Now what is that? $36,000 a year, right? So now you have $36,000. And then of course you took the $2,000 off of each house for taxes and insurance. Yeah, that's not maintenance, but taxes, insurance, and maintenance. You took $2,000, so now you're left with $30,000 for year 3. You have $30,000 from your rental properties. Then you also remember you got to save up $15,000 throughout the year. So you take, you take $7,500. Your spouse takes $7,500. So now you have $15,000 plus the $30,000 for at the end of year 3. That's $40,000. Excuse me, $45,000. Now I want you to go buy 4 crack houses. You said what? Yeah, don't buy 3, buy 4 of them. Same principle, $5,000 a house. You go in, you fix it up, so now you have 4 plus 3. At the end of the year, 4, you have 7 of them. That's $7,000 a month. And you get my drift. So by the end of, okay, year 4, you got 7. Say year 5, you have 14. Year 6, say you have 20. Year 7, you have 30. Well, what I really try to push people to have 50 by the end of year 7. But say you have 25 at the most. Okay, wait, yeah, 1, 2, 4. You have 7 at the end of year 3. So say you have at the end of year 5. Say you have 14, and we're gonna double. Year 4 you have 14. Year 5 you have 28. Year 6 you have 56. And year 7 you have 104. Okay, so basically now you say, well, hey, I only spent 5 or 10,000 for these houses. I got 112 units at the end of 7 years, right? You have 112 units, but you have to look at it from the perspective of a real estate investor, real estate individual. You may have 104, and you say, well, hey, I only put 10,000 per unit, but now you have a portfolio of properties and now you can sell that portfolio of properties as an investment, and you can show how, hey, each one of these 104 properties bringing in $1,000 a month. You might have a 10% vacancy, and if you don't know what that is, then you need to read some more books or study up on what it is. You may have a 10% vacancy in your units, but you show, hey, I have $1,000 coming in a month, so per unit. So hey, I have $100,000 coming in a month, plus the appreciation of the properties. So the property may have been, you may have started out buying them very cheap, but now the property is worth, say, $50,000 a piece. And once you put somebody in a property and you maintain it, the value goes up, because now it's not a dilapidated property. Excuse me. So say if you had 112 units and you wanted to sell them, and you figured, hey, let's go up to $50,000 a unit. Well, what's the total of that? And I'm gonna just round it off at 100. You have 100 units at $50,000. How much is that? That's what, $5 million. You have a $5 million valuation. And how I did that so quick, I took 50,000 times 10. That's 500,000. And then that 500,000 times 10, which is 5 million. That's how my mind works. So now you have a $5 million valuation, basically off of $15,000, a $15,000 investment, because you started with $15,000. So now that you have a $5 million valuation, you're really a millionaire before the 7 years. But see, I tricked you, because if you round it all off, you were a millionaire in 3 years. If you divide it and multiply it and round it off, you're a millionaire in 3 years. But I took you to the long route so that you can see anybody can be a millionaire. Anybody can push themselves. Anybody has $15,000. If you stop going out to eat and stop buying clothes and shoes, I haven't bought a new pair of tennis shoes since the last video I posted, and I think that was last year sometime. So you gotta understand what the hustle is, what the grind is, what you're trying to achieve. And when you're trying to achieve something, you have to push yourself for that. I have a check up here. I'm gonna show you up here. I keep checks. I don't know if you can see it, but I keep checks up there. Sometimes I don't cash those checks for 3 to 4 weeks. I just cashed the check I had up there. I have another check up here. It may not seem like a lot, but it's let me see how much it is. I don't want to tell y'all a lie. It's $745, because I sold a junk vehicle and I made $745. So basically what I'm telling you is, I have checks just sitting up there that I haven't even deposited. So by the end of the week or month, I may have 10, 15 checks that I have to go deposit, just sitting up there. So what I'm telling you is, sometimes you got to know how to sit on money. And that's going to be my next video, how to sit on money. But this is coming to 10 minutes, so I'm finished. Big Wolf Taxi Cab TV, Tow Truck TV, Fit for Life, doing it big. And this is how to make $1 million in 7 years.